Hi, it's Katrina. I'm sure you've all seen documentaries with the Serengeti wildebeest getting attacked by hungry crocodiles in the water, but there are other dramatic migrations too. From intergenerational migration cycles to birds that fly millions of miles, here are 8 fascinating animal migrations. Number 8. Great white shark. Great white sharks are one of nature's most imposing predators, and they also make one of the animal kingdom's longest known migrations. According to research conducted by Stanford University, which tracked 179 sharks, the great white's transoceanic journeys are as long as 3,100 miles in one direction. It was during this groundbreaking study that scientists first realized that these sharks don't spend their entire lives looking for food near coastal waters. Every year around April, a number of great white sharks that live primarily off the California coast travel to a region halfway between the Mexican peninsula of Baja California and the Hawaiian archipelago. They arrive sometime during late winter or early spring and congregate in a Colorado-sized portion of the Pacific that has been nicknamed the White Shark Cafe. Cute name, right? Until recently, the reasons for this migration remained largely unknown and puzzled scientists for over a decade after the discovery was first made. After all, the waters off the California coast that they call home are full of all kinds of prey, such as seals and sea lions, ruling out the possibility that the sharks migrate for food. So what are they all doing? After all, what's out there deep in the ocean for them to eat? Researchers from the Monterey Bay Aquarium and Stanford University finally gained some answers regarding the mysterious vertical migration when they tagged 36 sharks and followed them during the annual trip. In the process, they learned that the sharks swim and move along with a warm current that generates off the California coast and leads to one of the most nutrient-rich biomes in the world. Turns out, there is food there. Until scientists physically followed great whites on their journey, they had assumed that the destination was nutrient poor based on satellite images. Number 7. Caribou. Caribou travel hundreds of miles every spring in herds of up to 100,000. They travel from winter ranges south of the Brooks Range in Alaska and from parts of Canada's Yukon Territory to calving grounds located on the foothills and coastal plain of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service's Arctic National Wildlife Refuge. Caribou are sometimes delayed from reaching calving grounds due to deep snow and the delayed melting of snow along their route. In 1987, 2000, and 2001, calves were born along the migration route because of these environmental issues. Once the calves were able to travel alongside their mothers, the herd continued northward. Within hours of being born, calves become fast runners and easily keep up with their mothers. If a mother and her calf become separated, the mother will spend hours looking for her lost young. Regardless of where calving occurs, caribou gather annually to feast on the abundance of vegetation at their traditional calving grounds on the refuge, later moving to coastal areas to avoid pesky insects. These areas constitute their summer range, where new calves are able to access nutritious food and the entire herd can put on much-needed pre-winter weight. Later in the year, the summer range becomes inhospitable due to harsh and windy weather, prompting the caribou to return south for the winter. The migration route taken by the caribou is very remote. Therefore, researchers typically do not monitor their entire journey, which consists of harsh terrain and rough river crossings. What scientists do know, however, is that while some caribou may occasionally be lost to the elements along their journey from point A to point B, the species as a whole has survived many years of seasonal migrations. Number 6. The Arctic tern. The Arctic tern has the longest known migration of any animal, traveling up to 71,000 kilometers per year. These birds can live to around 30